Hi everyone, it's Nancy Vastine. I'm back again for number 14. It's going to be a quick one today. Um, we've had a little bit of a emergency today. Had the paramedics here, but might have to take my husband to the emergency room or to the doctor, so I have to hit this really quick. His ankles get really dry this time of year, as most people's skin do in the wintertime. And because of Mom's respiratory problems, we have a dehumidifier that takes all the humidity out of the air in the house. So which makes your skin a little bit more dry. Is that a good word? A little bit more? Anyway, it makes it somewhat more dry. And he's been putting medicine on his legs to keep him from scratching, but he's, I guess, has been scratching. He usually does it in his sleep or when he's not, you know how you do, when you're not conscious of it and it itches and you just start digging at it. Well, he wasn't doing that this morning, but he reached down to rub it, and I don't know what happened, but there was an indentation in his leg, and all of a sudden blood started spewing out of this hole in his leg. And so right now, every time his heart beat, it was spurting out a little bit. So we called the emergency, and the ambulance people came, and the paramedics, and they looked at, oh, they didn't look at it, because I have it bandaged with a compression bandage with a elastic around it, you know, one of those compression elastic bandages. And they said that was the best thing I could do for it, and that they wouldn't stitch it or anything at the hospital. They would do the same thing. So I have to look at it. I have to take it. What I have on it now is the only thing I could grab was paper towels and folded them up and wrapped it around it and put this compression bandage. And that is basically, I think, stopped the bleeding because it's not bleeding through the bandage. But in an hour and a half, which is getting about 30 more minutes, I need to take the bandage off and check it and if it's still bleeding, rewrap it again. That's all they would do at the hospital. So he chose not to go and would just do it at home and treat it for when the bleeding stops, we'll treat it for infection, and so they won't get an infection in it. And yeah, that was my interesting little adventure this morning. So, I'm not going to draw anything that's too intricate today, something that I can just whip out real fast, which is, my normal, a flower. So, here we go. I'm going to start with circles and yeah, that was quite the interesting morning. However, I never thought I would make a very good nurse. But you know what? It was okay. I did it. I didn't panic. I was, rushing around trying to find something to compress it with, but I didn't really panic or anything. Which is good, because, some people will just faint when they see blood, but I was okay. Which I was amazed. Anyway, so much for that. Do my good old standby flour. So, I got some interesting comments on my video yesterday. Victor said that my doodles are contagious. And I'm glad it's my doodles that are contagious, Victor, and not the flu. Ha ha. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for the comments, guys. It was nice. I don't know what we're doing here. I'm just doodling. One thing, I didn't mind to make this circle so big. So when you make it big, you have to fill it in with something. I don't know if any of you got over to watch any of the shout-outs from Shannon Green, but there's one lady, her name's Hoodlums4. Hoodlums times 4, I think, is how it is. And she's making these leather covers for Midori books. Anyway, she was dyeing this leather and just really having a struggle with the dye on the leather, and it's messy. And so I called my oldest brother yesterday. He's not my oldest brother, he's my middle oldest brother. I'm the baby, and I have three older brothers, and I called my middle older brother because both him and my oldest brother have worked on leather. Am I in frame here? I want to stay in frame. And anyway, so I called him and I asked him, I said, what is the best way to dye leather? Of course, you know, he smart alecked me and said, buy leather dye. And I said, no, I want something easier than leather dye. And so he said, go and get yourself some kiwi shoe polish. And put kiwi shoe polish on it. And I said, well, will that rub off? And he said, well, when you polish your shoes, does it rub off? Okay, so another smart aleck answer he has. That's my brother. He likes to tease his sister, which he does. So, I am going to go get me some leather. You can buy it at Hobby Lobby is where this lady got hers. And it's tooling leather, and it comes like in a sheets of 8.5 by 11, something like that. Just right for a book cover. So, I am gonna go get some and some kiwi shoe polish and try it out. See what happens. Am I still in frame here, guys? But I don't dare leave today. I was going to go today, but this happened with his leg, and so I'm not going to leave him here. Make sure I take care of his little wound. I think it's a varicose vein. And that's, they don't treat him with a stitch or anything like that. Just pressure. My nose is running. Hang on, let me get a Kleenex. I'll reach under the table and get a Kleenex here before it drips on my flower. Sorry, guys. That's gross, huh? Pretty gross. I got quiet. I don't know why I get quiet. I just start thinking. do a little bit of shading here. If I darken up these lines, it makes it easier for it to scan into my computer also. I think I'm going to scan these just so that I have them. If I want to use them as embellishments, I can copy them out of my computer. They've been downloading pretty fast. I watched the Frugal Crafter today, and I think I've seen this one before or heard it before, but I keep forgetting to try it, where she blends her color pencils with a blending stump and baby oil. And I was going to try that. I put a little bit of grass in here. have my Posca pen out here. My white Posca. Let's see if it's going to work. I don't have a piece of paper to... Okay, there it is. I watched Cat Hand with her graffiti paper. Thanks, Cat Hand. I love doing graffiti paper. She mentioned my name. That's how she got the inspiration to do graffiti paper. It is a lot of fun just to slap paint down and it comes out pretty. There is a video on that. I think my black was still wet because that Posca pen is just blending right in. Let's try this pen. See if we can get some white, brighter dots. So they pop out. That's better. Have to wait till that dries. Or this white just soaks right into that black. Okay guys, this is my doodle for today. Just a cute little flower with some grass and some outline. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to do these little chicken henpeck things around the border. Henpeck. That's what you used to call a man when he's henpecked. That means his wife pecks him. She's nagging him all the time. These chickens thingies. I don't know. They're just little lines. It kind of gives it some interest. Okay, I'm not going to do this side because there's holes. Alright, there's the doodle for today. Number 14, Wednesday the 14th. Okay, I am going to date stamp this. Change it to the 14th. I'm going to change this over to something. It says best day ever. I don't know. See what that says. On this date. Oh, how cool. January 14th, 2015, I did this doodle. Here's another quick look at it. I hope you're enjoying them. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.